Hello everybody, Blitzing around here, and in today's video I want to show you guys how to win, like not win, but how to deal damage the efficient way in Total Domination, because right now Total Domination is in the game. I'm not sure when it will be removed, but I want to do a quick video about a specific tank in this game mode. I want to show you guys the AT-15 and what I personally think is the most broken tank in this game mode. This tank in casual play is, I would say, pretty weak. It's very slow. You don't have any armor, and it's just difficult to fight against tanks that are just faster than you. But in Total Domination, all of those factors really doesn't matter that much anymore, except for the mobility. But what I mean is, in Total Domination, every single stats of your tank gets changed. The armor profile gets changed, the penetration, DPM, damage, mobility, everything changes in this game mode, since tier 1s can fight tier 10s. Every single tier can fight each other, so you might actually see some tier 1s fighting a tier 10 tank. Now, as I already mentioned, the AT-15 in regular, in casual play is pretty weak. You don't have that much armor, you don't have that much mobility, and you really cannot brawl in this tank. So this is the armor profile of the AT-15 with 244mm of AP pen. If you take a health base away, it's like 226. But this is the armor profile. Realistically, every single tier 8 tank will have carry on. Now, yeah, the armor profile is pretty bad, as you can see. This is everywhere screen. And then you have these sides that are insanely weak. These are pretty weak. You have this huge Capella, you have this huge bar on top, which everyone can pen as well. It's just not that strong. Even using like 10 degrees of gun precision, yes, your armor profile does get strong. Oh, what was that? Anyways. But you still have this Capella. Even if you try to hide this Capella, this part is still pretty weak. It does get strong, it does get stronger with the 10 degrees of gun depression and trying to hide the Capella, but realistically you will never, or like you would find a spot that is, you won't find a spot that is capable of hiding your tank like this. And if they load gold, then yes, it's still pretty bad. The armor pro is not that great. And this with 271 APCR. That's for tank destroyer, that's not that great. It's pretty average, but for heavy tanks that's pretty good. If you take a tank destroyer from tier 8, let's take the Scorpion, then yeah, I mean, you can see it. I mean, the Scorpion's crazy. I can't lie. And this is with not enhanced, I think it's like improved armor, right? This is with improved armor. But if he press this tiny thing underneath the armor thing, improved armor thing, this changes and it will look like this now. So you can see the Scorpion has 308mm of AP pen. AP 308. This is 308 AP pen. Looking at the AT-15 on flat ground, yes, it is pretty weak still. It is pretty weak still. I'm gonna get why they will never hit this spot unless they looked at the armor profile. I will get into that in a second. You still have this huge Capella, you still have this bar on top of the gun mantle, and if there are like tanks that are above you, since this gun is actually mounted very close to the upper hull, realistically it would look like this, then yeah, they can see this bar and then hit you, right? The armor profile didn't really change, you might say, right? The armor profile is still the same, and loading APCR, that's 380mm APCR, by the way. The armor profile is really trash, right? Well, if you use your 10 degrees of gun depression, it looks like this. Keep in mind, 380 APCR. This APCR is amazing, and yeah, it still looks pretty bad, but as I mentioned, 380 APCR. And if you try to hide the Capella of this tank, which, you know, every single player will shoot the Capella, it will look like this. This is the armor profile against 380 APCR. In a ridge line, if you hide this side here, the side profile, I already mentioned you won't find many spots to hide your tank efficiently, right? But if you find a spot that lets you go hull down, hides your Capella and this side armor right there, this tank is insanely broken. And yeah, you might say, oh, they can hit the gun mantle, oh, they can hit this thing here. They will be able to hit this tank because you can look at the armor profile while aiming, right? Because armor flashlight, I'm using a PC term here, armor flashlight exists, right? Oh, well, they will see these green, grayish spots here and they will go through that, they will try and hit these, right? In Total Domination, you don't see armor profile at all. Everything is gray, everything. It will look like this in Total Domination. And this is why even on flat ground with this tank, no one is going to shoot your upper plate. Or your lower plate, I don't know. The upper plate will not be shot by enemy tanks because they don't know where to shoot this tank. And this is why this game mode just feels so amazing. It really, armor profile in this game mode is really strong. And if you have a tank that has really good armor and DPM and penetration, it could be even like a T28, it could be a AT2 for an example, 88, 87, any AT tank, they are going to dominate because you literally cannot see the armor profile. And you will meet new players in this game mode and they have no idea where to shoot at. And it's just, this is, if you can find it, I feel like even the turtle could be good. I haven't tried the turtle, but I feel like the turtle could be really good as well. And I'm gonna do some live gameplay here instead of showing you some battles, because I already played one battle in this tank and I dealt 11,000 damage, almost 12,000 damage, and I had no more shells left. I ran out of shells. And you could play the more DPM gun on this tank. It has two different guns. You have the DPM mode, which allows you to have more DPM but less alpha damage, right? Instead of 300, you deal 225. You could play this gun, which every single other AT-15 player does. But in my opinion, the bigger gun is 50 times better than the smaller gun. And the bigger gun is actually free to play. What I mean that it has a disadvantage, but I feel like if you can handle this disadvantage, it's not that big. The small gun on this tank has good AP pen and really good APCR for what it is, right? 271, as I showed you before in the beginning of the video. 271, that was with the small gun. With this gun, hold on. With this gun, okay, you don't have that APCR pen. Quite literally, you have horrendous APCR pen, but really good AP pen. So that's why I don't even run APCR in this tank. I have no APCR whatsoever. Because I feel like that's not a big difference. Because the difference between the AP and APCR, you have 248 AP pen with 254 APCR pen. So it's not a big APCR buff, and you deal less damage for less pen, like theoretically the same pen because of armor shell normalization. Damn, I mean, you can see I already did like 3k. This tank is crazy in Total Domination. If you want to grind this line towards the Death Star and you hate the AT tanks, play the Total Domination, because you literally cannot see the armor profile and they have no idea where to shoot. And that's why I feel having like this armor flashlight is definitely like reducing skill at this game. I mean, this game was not skillful for like in the beginning. Like, it's literally comp is dead. You either play the most broken tank in the game, and yeah, and that's, or you try to grind. You can't have like fun in other tanks, because either they play Smasher, Annihilates if you try to grind, or they play the Concept if you want to get like average damage or like, you know, anything else. That's why I feel like Total Domination, that's why I love Total Domination. It's like every single tank is broken, and you just have to use it right. Now what I try to say about like, oh, winning is not every single time with this tank, is because Total Domination, it's not about kills and damage. It's all about capturing the bases, right? And since you are this slow tank, you really cannot capture the bases. You're not fast enough. No matter what you try, you will just not be fast enough to go through the bases. Okay, somebody bounced that guy. SU's gonna peek again. Aim in. Okay, he actually penned that. We are already like 5k. And at 2k spotting. It's this. Alright. It's not about like winning with this thing. It's about to deal damage and have fun, because literally no one can pen you. As I said before, you could play the small gun, which I might actually do in the last game, but I personally think the big gun is the way to go, because you already have a lot of DPM. You can sacrifice the DPM to get more alpha damage. DPM is not king. Alpha damage is king. And if you have a sweet spot between DPM and alpha damage, that makes the tank, in my opinion, really effective and strong, and might be actually broken as well if you have the sweet spot. Obviously, if they have everything, a mobility, armor, DPM and the alpha damage, then yes, this tank is that tank would be completely broken. But if they have to sacrifice a lot of the armor profile, like on the Conqueror for example, that just makes the tank. Whoa, I didn't realize. This is Total Domination, by the way. They just park up the hill and try to cap the base. But as I was saying, if the tank had to sacrifice a lot of stuff, like this tank has to sacrifice the mobility, right? You're insanely slow. I can't even catch up to T25 running away from you. It's not broken. That's why I don't think it's broken. But it does. It will. Oh, hold on. What am I trying to say here? It can be broken at certain positions, right? Like up here, it could be broken actually, because the mouse might not actually see my Capella. He might actually see my Capella. Damn. Oh, I forgot to mention, you deal like 50 alpha damage, since it gets buffed because of Total Domination, and just allows you to chunk so much damage from the enemy. With the 5 seconds of real time that you have, it's really just, this tank becomes so strong. Penetration. And I already mentioned the fact that can't see the armor profile of the enemy tanks, which just allows this tank to get away with so much. You can also do this with other tanks if you want to like have a good, if you have like a solid medium tank that has good armor, good damage, good pen and stuff, like the Chimera. It might be good. It might be good. I don't know. I haven't tried out the Chimera. You can. I only tried out like the tank destroyers. I dealt 5k. Since when did I deal 5k damage? I don't even remember. Beef damage. Okay, I can just eat them alive here. Let me just do that. Enemy armor is hit. Can I HE you? Yes, I can. 426 HE damage. And he's dead. Okay, well, see you later, Amex. Boop. 394. We're just gonna keep on going. The Matilda's really strong as well. Oh, I found a position, guys. Where I can hide my Copella and just farm them. The only problem is I don't have APCR or like the pen for the cheeks. And you want to aim at the track wheels with this tank, obviously, because... What? Okay, side on, I can't pen. I can't pen the rear, I guess? Okay, sure. Do you become stronger when you die? I mean, we are almost like 10, 9, we are at 9k. 375. We still haven't lost us. Okay. We haven't lost 1 damage. I'm telling you, if you hate the grind of the T28 of the Death Star, like the E3, right? If you hate the grind, play Total Domination with these tanks, because they just don't know where to shoot at the weak point. They don't know where the weak points are, or how the armor profile works. There you go, 10.5k damage like that. Yeah, play those tanks. I feel like the small gun is not that great, not gonna lie. Sure, you might have the DPM. Sure, you might have the pen now as well with the APCR. I don't like pepper spraying guns. I don't know, I just don't like them. The alpha damage feels really bad for tier 8. Okay, let's just shit here. I cannot pen him. I cannot pen him. There you go. I cannot pen him. I physically cannot pen him. Okay, loading APCR. Like, what is this? Can I? Yes, I can overmatch. Probably cannot overmatch anymore. Copella though. There's the Sheridan. I want like a big target which I can just hit. Sheridan. Oh, he's safe. Okay, let's see how fast we can kill him. Nope. Okay, nope, he's dead. Okay, we found a position. Try to pen me now. Come on. It looks like I can pen his lower plate still. I don't know why I couldn't pen the Hori. Can I please hit the lower plate? Thank you. That one didn't go through. Okay. Knockout? Nope. There we go. Engine knocked out. I'm with that like 5k already. Let's kill this guy. There's a Sheridan. 355. He is dead. There's the Iraq. 238. If I just... I mean, you can. Play with this gun as well. But I feel like the bigger gun is better. I still don't know how I couldn't pin the Hori. It's like... Isn't that like 200 and like what, 30 flat? I'm not sure. We're just gonna move in. Let's see if I can pin him now. There's like, okay, sure, APCR. Can I? Can I overmatch? Nope, okay, I cannot overmatch. So 154, 151, 150. I mean, I don't know. You can play the small gun if you want, but personally I love the big gun on this tank. And this is a perfect showcase actually. In the last game, the Hori kept on panning me because I couldn't use my 10 degrees of gun depression. But if I would have used my 10 degrees of gun depression, or like a little bit of my gun depression, or hide the Coppel at least, I'm pretty sure he would struggle to go through my armor. And this is why, in my opinion, this tank is the best tank to play Total Domination. I could actually try and play the Tortoise as well. The Tortoise might be amazing as well. I have no idea. For right now, I'm still experimenting, and maybe in the future, if the game mode is still there, I will let you guys know if the Tortoise or even the Turtle are like insanely strong as well. But for now, I really love this tank in this game mode, and it's just down to the fact that you can't see the armor profile, and the armor profile is buffed, plus the insane DPM that you get with both of these guns. As I said, play with the big gun, you deal more damage, you have more AP pen. It's not by a lot, but still you have more AP pen and you still deal the damage. As I said, I'm still experimenting, and in the future I would let you guys know if those other two tanks are actually strong, or if any other tanks are really strong as well. The ISU could be really strong as well. I feel like tank destroyers are really strong in this game mode, because they can actually fight now instead of hiding in the back, right? And it's just crazy. Obviously, this is more medium light tank dependent if you want to get consistent wins. But if you want to have fun, tank destroyers are the way to go. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.